Hi, so I'm going to make a quick video on how to do rental evaluations. So I figured this would be easier to show you my screen. So anytime Tanya or whoever sends a rental evaluation, they're going to upload a video on YouTube. So what I do is I go onto our company's YouTube page and I click on our videos. And right now we are going to do the Hartman. So right here, Hartman 3557 periodic inspection. I'm sorry, periodic rental evaluation. So I click on that. It's 15 minutes long. So what I would do, and for the sake of making this video a little bit shorter, I just will show you what I do. So I start a new Word document and I will send you one of these templates. um, Let me see. So the template that I use is, let me see here, right here. Oh, gosh, right here. Okay, so I'll send you a copy, Melanie, of this template so you can have it as well. But what I do is I look at the video, so I know the address is 3557 Northwest 25th Terrace. I go into the Alachua, the first thing I do is I go into the Alachua County website, which is, if you just type in Alachua tax parcel on Google. Um, Sorry, I'm getting a bunch of messages, so let me try to see if I can turn those off. Okay, so I type in Alachua tax parcel. I click on the first link here, and I click property searches. I search by location address. So again, 3557 Northwest, let's see, Northwest 25th Terrace. So yeah, so I just type it in slowly because sometimes it's typed out differently. So 3557 Northwest 25th Terrace. Excuse me. My goodness, I'm sorry. It is almost 6:30 at night and I don't know what is wrong with me right now. So I click on that link. From there, I get the owner's name. So it's Biko Hartman, which you can see down here. I go back to my document. I'm going to make a copy of this. So I'm going to type in Hartman, always title it owner's last name, Hartman Rental Evaluation 2024. And I'm going to type here, Biko Hartman. Property address, I'm going to put what was on tax parcel. So it is this address right here, which is what we did the rental evaluation for. Oops, might just have to manually type it out. So 3557 Northwest 25th Terrace, Gainesville, Florida 32605. Under directions, what you're going to do is you're going to put this address on Google Maps, and you're just going to find the major road next to that property because MLS requires this when we input a property. So, for example, I think Northwest 13th is probably going to be our biggest road next to there. So what I do is I put a little dot here. I want to get directions that I can type out. So here it'll say directions. So I'll basically type this out somewhere. You can type it on a separate document. I usually type it up here. So heading southeast on Northwest 13th Street, turn right at the first cross street onto Northwest 55th Ave. Again, I'm getting that all from here on the left-hand side. Turn left onto Northwest 24th Boulevard, turn right onto Northwest 39th Ave, turn left onto Northwest 25th Terrace. Home will be on the left. So again, that's just through Google Maps. So we just want to make sure we're giving clear directions on here because later on when we list the property on MLS, they require this. And it just makes it easier for us to be able to copy and paste rather than having to look it up at that time. Under description, you're going to have your bedrooms and bathrooms right here, which again, I get from the tax parcel. So you can look up on tax parcel. It's a 3-bedroom or 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom, which I'll double check on that. It might be more. Again, you'll have to watch the video, make edits as needed. So for now, I'm going to list it as a 3-3 until I figure out what exactly it is from the video that Tanya records. I'll count the bathrooms and bedrooms in the video. Under here is Palm Grove Phase 2. That's the name of the subdivision. So that's what always goes in parentheses. So you put the bedroom number, the bathroom number, and then the subdivision, which is Palm Grove Phase 2. Here, this is old from another owner that I did. So I remove that. I just keep this little last paragraph that says contact us today to schedule a viewing. Again, we're sending this document to the owners, so this is how they know how we're going to market their property. This is also where we put what we recommend listing it for, which we can get that by looking at comparables in the area. This is also where we put any sort of maintenance needs that the home has so the owner is aware of it. And we put a link to their video. So I'm going to copy this video link from YouTube and I'm going to put it down here so that when I send it to the owner, they have this information. This is all just copy and pasted with all of our rental evaluations, so it's already built in. You don't have to touch anything down here. So really what you're going to do is you're going to watch this video. So it's 15 minutes and 40 seconds. And Tanya's going to narrate the entire time. So she's going to walk through, she's going to tell you anything that she thinks needs to be done while she's walking through this property. And then she is going to, again, just show you the entire house. So as she's talking, what I would recommend doing is having 2 screens open, one with the video playing and then one with your document. And then under the maintenance repairs, you could type out anything that she's saying. So let's say, for example, just to save time, I won't watch the entire video, but I'll watch a few minutes just to show you how it looks. So what I do normally, because I've done so many of them, I do the description and the maintenance needs at the same time. But while you're learning, you might have to watch this video a few times. So you might have to like watch it first, get all the list of maintenance items that Tanya names, and then go back and write a description for the property, like something that makes the house, just describing it, beautiful 3-bedroom home. I always start with something like where it's located, nestled in the Palm Grove subdivision. If that Palm Grove has a community pool, I'll put that there. Like anything that, or if it's close to anything, like I look at the maps, if it's close to like UF, I'll put like close to University of Florida, or something that's just appealing that we're going to use to market the home on MLS afterwards. And then what I do is once I have this description fully written down, I copy it all and I go to ChatGPT. Make sure, if you don't have an account with them, you probably don't need one to do this, but you can make one for free. So I always put the words real estate, colon, and then I put the description that I've written. Obviously, this is not a full description, so it's not going to give me much. But normally, what would happen is it rewrites a beautiful description for you. So that's what I do. I pretty much copy the description that ChatGPT gave, and I look over it, of course, because sometimes they do put some funky, weird wording in there. Like the house might be a little run down, and yet they're describing it as some like gorgeous, beautiful, perfect home. Obviously we don't want to exaggerate too much with these properties. So if there's something that ChatGPT put that doesn't make sense, then I'm going to edit that. But otherwise, I do copy ChatGPT's and I paste the description right here. So really, again, you're getting the property owner's name and their address. The address you get right from the YouTube video that Tanya uploaded. You go onto the tax parcel website, you get the owner's name from that tax parcel, you get the subdivision name, you get the number of bedrooms and bathrooms. Then you can go on Google Maps, get the directions from the closest main road to that property. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. And then lastly, you just put the rental rate. So the rental rate, this is a little trickier. I know you just got back onto MLS. I don't know if you have access to it or not. So the best way to do, if you do have access to MLS, what you're going to do is you're going to look up properties in that area. We can go over that together. I would mostly focus on the description for tonight or tomorrow whenever you work on this. And then when you finish, we can go over looking up property comps together. One second. And so we can look up like the address and we can look up rental properties near that address. So you could put within 3 miles of this property address. So this is our subject property, which is Biko Hartman's property. I go on search, I go to rental, I put map search within 3 miles of Biko Hartman's property. Either I would look up ones that have leased out because active, it's nice to look at what's on the market, but realistically, the ones on the market might not actually rent for the prices they're listed for. So it's more important to look at anything that's leased in the area. We got way too many matches, so I would put maybe 1 mile within his. Maybe limit it to only single family homes. This is something that takes a little bit more um, playing around with to figure out. Every property is different. So you're just trying to find good comparables, maybe like 3 bedrooms, or figure out, again, try to get it comps that are similar to his property so we could figure out what they're listing for. Also look at his square footage. So his square footage is 1224 heated. That's again found on tax parcel website. So I can go on here. I can go to square foot heated, maybe keep it between 1150 to 1400 square feet. So that again, we're not looking at a million different comps in the area. Maybe limit it to 90 days. So let's see. Okay, so we got it down to 7 comps, and they're showing that for that, they're renting, and again, this is all, you're gonna have to go through these comps, you're gonna have to look at what the video looks like, the condition of his property, and compare it to these. This is like the last step. I would do the marketing description, the maintenance needs first. So again, you're listing any maintenance repairs needed here. Suggested improvements, that's a little bit different. Tanya will tell you when it's a suggested improvement. That's basically like when we think there's something that could help the price of the home, but is not necessarily required to rent the home. Some aesthetic things that could be done. Then we put it under the suggested improvements bullet points. And then the rate, once we do finish everything, we put the rental rate that we recommend here. Usually we do a range. So let's say we recommend anywhere from like I would say $100 to $200 range at most. So let's say we say $1,400 to $1,500. The deposit is always $150 more than the rent. So the deposit would be $1,550 to $1,650. Again, I'm just making these numbers up. This is just a template so that you can start using it. So I'm going to email this to you right now along with this video. And then that way, this gives you kind of a head start so you don't have to go through the directions and getting the address and everything. So now it's just a matter of watching the video and then putting a description and then plugging that description into ChatGPT to give you something that sounds a little bit nicer. And then again, typing out any maintenance needs as a bullet point list. So if Tanya says like install screens in windows, paint interior, like you would just put it as a bullet pointed list, kind of like that Levine 911 property. So that is how you do this.